Hey everybody, it's Rebecca with R&R Acres again. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow. And today we're going to make a new type of candle mold. We have a lot of molded and shaped candles we do. I wanted something more traditional, was a taper candle. I did find this man-like mold that, directions, has 8 compartments for 8 candles at once, which I like. I don't like all those single one taper candles because I seem to get them all together and then I'm trying to elastic band them together so they all go in and they stand up straight and they don't tip over. I think this is going to be the fix for that. It's a 10-inch long taper and we have the 2-0 wicking going on. And so that should work great for this mold. It is what the manufacturer recommends. I do have my beeswax melting. It's taken about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get it melted down nice and slow. I don't want to overheat it. And you need to make sure that you cool down the wax slowly as well. So you don't want to put it in the refrigerator or anything like that because it'll end up cracking and snapping. Out of the 2 wicking needles I have on hand, one is definitely long enough. This one is not. So we're going to set that aside. We don't need that one. Now, one of the things I do when I wick my candles is I try to think ahead for the next candle I'm going to make. So you always need to replace the wicks now and then, but what I like to do is pull my wick through with plenty of leftover behind. This way, when I pull the candle out, it actually pulls the wicking back through, so it's self-threading. It saves me time in between pourings. So I'm taking my needle, looking down here, and I can see the little hole, and I'm just gonna pull it through. This is really easy to work with. It's just a little tedious getting them all done, but it won't take us long. And what's nice about these molds versus the metal ones is it self-squeezes around the bottom of the wick. So this way you don't have to go through and put wax on the end of everything and make a bigger mess. So we're gonna sit here and work on all 8 with extra long wicks so we can self-thread, and then we'll start pouring. We'll see how it works. Wicking the candle mold. So this last one, I'm actually going to go right in through the bottom, just because at this point, with all the strings that are hanging, this is just as easy. Got all my wings going, strings, all my wicking going on. Pull this through. I don't want to waste any extra wicking that I need to. So now we are pretty well set. Now these bobby pins that we keep just for candle making will do pretty darn well at centering all these. So what I'm doing is making sure I center, and I have my wick taut. You want it fairly tight so that it stays centered. You don't want to get your wax all done and find out your wick is sticking out the sides of your candles. So we're going to work on that. And there's 8 of them to do. We're going to do them all at once. I'm looking forward to being able to do all these candles quickly like this. And the wicking is the longest part, but once we get it going where we can pull it and get them all going at once so that when we pull the next candle out, it's already wicked for the next one and so forth, then this is going to be a lot easier. It's a brand new mold, so hopefully it works out the way I'm hoping it will. Tomorrow we'll be able to open these up and see what we can get. For each one, I'm making sure it's centered, pulling my string tight so it doesn't wiggle across the outside edges of the candle. If you're ever working with beeswax, you'll know it's a very messy endeavor. So be careful of any drippage you're gonna find. It is a high melt point wax, where you have to melt it hotter than our other waxes if you do other crafting. So be careful about your messes, be careful about the heat, because it can be fun. But just like that, we're about ready to pour. What I am going to use is a mold candle release spray, just so that way I have a better reassurance that it's going to come out easily. I don't want to spray enough in here where it puddles. Just a little bit, just to help release it when the time comes without being all funky with it. All right, so now we're going to pour some wax. You do need a bit of wax. It's 8 10-inch candles. So we're going to go through not the best pourer. I'm always a little messy, which is why my floor is constantly filled with wax bits. But hey, that's why it's a working kitchen. Gonna carefully pour them in. The melted wax smells so good. Filling them up bit by bit. I'm not seeing any leakage underneath, so that's good. There we go, that one filled up fast. Bees, I thank you for all your hard work. This is beautiful. I can't wait to see these done. Ooh, a little extra there. Now beeswax naturally contracts as it cools, so we're gonna end up with little divots here. So I'm okay filling these all the way to the very top, if anything a little overfill, because it is gonna cool down a little bit. Even in just these few moments here, this one's already getting a little more shallow. So I'm gonna watch this for a few moments just to make sure I top off anything I can before I leave it, and then we'll check on them again tomorrow. And I'm excited to see how these turn out. See you soon. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's day 2, and I want to unmold these candles. So I'm hoping these came out okay. I'm first gonna remove all the bobby pins, and just even by doing that, the candle's coming right out. So, ooh, that's nice. Beautiful. Pair of scissors, I'm gonna trim the wick. Now here's what's great about having the extra wicking going on. I'm already ready to start the next candle. So I'm just gonna put the bobby pin back on to center it, and I'll straighten it out after. But by having those extra long strings, it saves me so much headache doing this part. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna trim the bottoms a little bit, and then I do have a candle holder here. Let's see. Like a glove, so this was a win. So we're very excited about this. And I'm gonna keep going and refill, and we're gonna do this again. I'm excited for it. I'd like to see how you made out with it. Let me know. Thank you much. Have a good day.